See, I kind of like horses, but I'm scared of touching them. Incredible day in Central Park. So some guy left a comment on one of my videos this week and said that he's just looking for a system, a magic formula, and the rest of the stuff that I'm talking about is a waste of time. I totally respect his opinion, I respect his views, but unfortunately that's how 99% of people think. Over time, I've come to understand how people are and how people are looking for external factors to fix their problems instead of looking internally to fix their problems. I've gotten to the point over the last couple of months that I've learned that in order for me to fix my own problems, I need to look from within and focus on the inside out. The real world is unpredictable, completely unpredictable, just like the markets. This is why 90% of us traders don't make it. That's how it is. So this guy who left a comment on my video, I'm willing to bet that if I investigate a little bit about his life, his trading style, the way he approaches the world, probably a failing trader, he's probably hemorrhaging cash as a trader because he's looking for that magic formula. It doesn't exist. There's no magic formula. I talk about this all the time. 90% of trading is all psychology. Understanding your psychology, understanding the psychology of other people, how other people operate. Once you understand that psychology, you can be able to use that to your advantage. That's your edge. Sometimes in life, it's important to enjoy the little moments, like sitting in Central Park, just relaxing. I'll take it all in. Check out my view. Every week I've started to continuously challenge myself, continuously become intellectually curious. Like one of my mentors, one of my new mentors actually, I have to give a shout out to because he has an amazing story that inspired me. And his name is Glendon Cameron. He was in the resale business for a long time. I'm gonna put a link to his videos in his channel in this video. But there's something that he said that really resonated with me. He said that majority of us are not willing to make any significant changes in our lives unless there's a personal crisis that has overcome us. He also said that you absolutely have to create a situation that creates a sense of urgency to force you to take action, to force you to act on your dreams. That is so true. I've been like that for a long time. So when I heard this, I feel like he was calling me out. So thank you, Glendon, for calling people like me out, calling a lot of people out, because this is the type of shit we need to hear. I'm so grateful that somebody can call it like it is and tell the truth. So next week a big announcement is coming up. I'm gonna create myself a personal emergency. So to Mr. Cameron, thank you so much for inspiring me, inspiring a lot of us, and calling us out. So next week, this announcement that I have is gonna completely change the trajectory of my life. And I'm just grateful I can share this journey with you guys. was a little boy, I don't know, maybe around 8 or 9 or so, my dad bought me a beautiful shiny BMX bike. So when the bike came over, I stored it, I put it in storage, and everybody in the village, all the little girls, all the little boys, knew that Mufaro had the beautiful shiny new bike from his dad. And I recall this girl I had a crush on. Her name was Rebecca. Matter of fact, I got into a fight about Rebecca. The first time I got into a fight about a girl was for a girl called Rebecca, my first crush. She was my first crush since I was 5 years old. I got into a fight with this guy called Sam. This guy smelled like uncooked meat, okay? This is how whack this Sam guy was. Apparently, the reason why we had a fight, squabble, was I saw Sam hugging Rebecca, and I didn't feel good about it, so I confronted Sam. When I confronted Sam, I was like, why are you hugging my girl? So in those days, when you're 5 or 6, you can imagine, hugging a girl was kind of the highest level of intimacy. Anyway, I digress. Let me get back to the story of my bike. Rebecca came up to me one day and said, we all know that you have this new shiny BMX bike. How come you don't ride it, Mufaro? So I proceeded to come up with all kinds of excuses and said something like, oh, one of the tires is flat. And then the other week I came up with another excuse and said something lame like, the bike was missing another part to it. It wasn't until one of my cousins stole my bike and was seen in the village riding that bike that it was discovered that I was lying. And then Rebecca, my crush, came back to me and said, we saw your cousin riding your bike, so your bike is fine. Why aren't you riding it? Oh man, right there and then, that's when I knew I'd run out of excuses. Because Rebecca called me out in front of all the kids in the village. She called me out. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed that the very next day, I went over and claimed ownership of my bike, and I started to teach myself how to ride the bike. I was trying to ride it. I kept on falling. Nobody was looking at me at the time. I kept on falling, trying to ride this bike. And then I saw Rebecca from a distance, and I knew I had to impress her. So I jumped onto that bike, and I started riding. Holy shit, I'm riding! And next thing I knew, boom, I fall on my ass. I fall on my ass so hard that I still have the scars to this day on my right leg. I had 3 gushes on my right leg. The lesson I learned from that day was it's very important to have somebody in your life to call you out on your bullshit excuses. Majority of these bullshit excuses come from fear. I was this 8 or 9-year-old kid who was afraid of riding his new shiny bike, and I came up with these bullshit excuses that the bike wasn't in a right condition to ride, and all these bullshit excuses because I was afraid. I was scared of learning how to ride this bike because I didn't want to fall and hurt myself, which is what happened. I fell and I hurt myself, and I scarred my leg for life. So the scar on my leg now reminds me of that time when I conquered my fears. The first time I really conquered my fears and hurt myself. And that's a constant reminder that life is about conquering your fears. And yes, you're gonna get scarred. Yes, you're gonna get hurt. Yes, you're gonna fall on your ass and bust your ass, and it's gonna hurt big time. But at the end of it, at the other side of it, is awesome. Because as soon as I learned how to ride that bike, Rebecca was on me. Majority of us are living our fears instead of living our dreams. Like Les Brown says, you have to stop living your fears and start living your dreams. As soon as you embrace that, life is going to change for you. Your trading career is going to change for you. Your business career is going to change for you. Your marriage is going to change for you. Everything in your life is going to change. So I've made it clear that I'm never going to sell signals, I'm never going to sell indicators, but I still need to pay my bills at the end of the day. So I want to try something different. So here's what I believe. I believe that whatever money I make, I'd rather, instead of buying material things, I want to buy experiences. So one of the things that I love to do is I love to travel. Travel is my passion. It's my passion so much that I started my own travel business. Now I know there's a whole bunch of you guys out there who value the same thing. You value experiences over material things. If that's the case, then I got something special for you. I got a special offer for you. If you've never been to Africa, you'd love to go on safari, and you've never experienced it before but you're scared, check this out.
Guests of Escapist Travel Concierge can expect a first-class service beginning in their country of origin. We have curated a tour package that not only provides the best value for your money, but ensures that you get to experience all the top destinations with ease. An all-inclusive package booked through Airbnb is typically 7 to 10 days long. Here is what you can expect to get. Day 1, arriving in Kenya. We understand the toll a long-distance trip can take on travelers, so we will ensure that you are greeted at the airport by one of our travel guides. You will then be escorted to a 5-star hotel or lodge. A cell phone will be provided upon arrival, and all meals will also be provided. Day 2. Visiting the animal sanctuary. Traffic in the city of Nairobi can be a challenge, so we will chauffeur you to the Endangered Wildlife Giraffe Center, as well as the Elephant Orphanage. All meals will also be provided at one of the best restaurants in the city. Day 3 to 5, the Masai Mara Experience. You will be checked into a 5-star accommodation with all meals and game viewing included. Taking in views of Mount Kilimanjaro, we will check you into a 5-star lodge in the Amboseli National Park, with all meals and activities included. Day 7, meeting the Maasai. You will be escorted by our guide to meet the Maasai tribe, with all meals and activities included. Day 8, bird watching in the Great Rift Valley. We will drive you to Lake Naivasha, and all meals and activities will be included. Day 9, the Out of Africa Experience. You will be escorted to the Karen Blixen Museum in the Karen district of Nairobi, with all meals and activities included. Please note that climbing Mount Kilimanjaro is also an option that is available upon request, but not included in this tour package.
So, here's the price. For $500 a day, you get to experience all that. Everything included. You pay one time through Airbnb, and my travel company will take care of everything. And I also make sure you get access to Wi-Fi so you can still trade.